Yes, Sirius channels will chat, and then he'll pop on and say hello. On his cell, bouncing back to his house at about 5 to 6. We'll get a chance to chat. Here is Eric in San Jose, California. I think he's back with us now, maybe on a better line. And he says hello. Eric, welcome. Your turn. How are you today, pal?
Hey, Chris. Thanks for taking my call again.
You got it, Eric. What's up?
Okay, so here's my point. I got to slightly disagree with you and some of the callers about Golden State and the system that they play. Yeah, they do have great players, but what makes them win is the fact that they play the game the right way. And frankly,
great player, Eric. Great players win in the NBA. It's not systems.
Yeah, but look,
it's great players.
Yeah, but look, that's true.
The great players win in the NBA. 10 players, 10 great Hall of Famers have accounted for 48 of their 71 championships. It's about the great players.
But why is it more teams don't? Why is it more teams are continuing to play iso ball when it's obvious that you have to play a team concept to even compete?
Well, Houston plays isolation basketball, and they won 65 games.
Well, they run them against mediocre teams.
Well, I mean, they did win. They did win 65 games. The other one seed, they did beat Utah in 5 games. They beat Minnesota. What they do is they isolate Harden and Paul top of the key. They let them beat their man off the dribble, and then either Harden goes to the basket, throws an alley oop to Capella, or he throws out into the corners where the 4 players are to shoot threes. I mean, that is what Houston does. That is isolation basketball. There's no cuts. Nobody's cutting to the basketball. It's the ball in Harden's hand, creating for other people. That's what he does. That's their game.
Yeah, but you're not going to compete with Golden State.
Well, I agree. I agree.
Listen, Utah, young team, the Timberwolves. Too many of those guys want the ball in their hands. They just don't understand how the game is played. It takes 5.
I get that, but I understand you want to play. You like to play. You share the basketball. But let's do a little draft right now for you, Eric. If you had the first pick of the Golden State and Houston roster, who'd you take?
If I had the first pick between Golden State, I would take the Golden State roster.
No, I don't mean Golden State. I mean first player out of the 2 rosters. Who would you take first?
I would take Steph Curry.
No, you got to take Durant first. No, come on. You got to take that. That's not even an issue.
And I'll tell you why I'd take Steph Curry.
Oh, you can't. No, Eric. Steph Curry plays no defense. You cannot take Steph Curry over Kevin Durant. That's not fair. One's 7 foot tall, one's 6'2", barely. Yeah, I like Curry, but he's not Durant. That's not fair.
I have reasons for it.
No, go ahead. Now, what is the reason? Let me hear.
The reason I'm taking Steph Curry is he can break down the defense, he can run the offense, and he can get his other players involved at will. This is why KD goes to Golden State. He wants to play with Steph Curry and the likes of Klay Thompson. That's why he went. That's why I'm taking Steph Curry. He makes the team.
Okay. I would disagree wholeheartedly. But if you want to take Curry first, we'll argue that for the heck of it. Who would you take number 2? Who would you take number 2?
Oh, no doubt I'd take Kevin Durant.
So you wouldn't take Harden to the 3rd pick?
Harden is no way I take Harden, because Harden, if you look at Harden's face last night, he lacked leadership quality.
He had 41. Listen, I don't like Harden either, but he had 41 points.
Did you see his face last night? 4 or 5 minutes, he's starting to look like he's giving up. You know, I need leaders on my team. I need guys who understand team concept. I need leadership qualities. Those are the kind of guys I want.
Well, if Durant is such a leader, then why did he leave a team that should have beaten Golden State in the playoffs 2 years ago to take the easy way out? That's not being a leader. If you're such a leader, why didn't he win with Golden State? Why didn't he win with Oklahoma City?
Well, that's why he's my number 2 pick. He needs to be with somebody to be good.
All right, so you got to pick. So who's going to be your 3rd pick? You got Curry 1. You got Durant 2. You can pick who you can pick 3rd.
Then I go with Draymond Green.
You're going to pick Draymond Green over Harden?
Yes.
Well, I mean, but Eric, then you're answering your other question about, that's the way they play. We just went through the idea of the rosters, and the 3 top players, whether we agree or disagree, the 3 best players that you selected, 1, 2, and 3, were players from Golden State. So it's not about how they play. It's about they got the best players. Best player wins. Simple as that. That's all it is. When you read stuff with Phil Jackson with triangle, and you read, sharing the ball with Golden State, it's a bunch of nonsense. Best player wins.